Hello everybody. Coming up soon are the 2026 midterm elections, baby. Well. It's been 2 years since my original videos where I made some predictions. People got a little mad at me. People got really mad at me. They were saying things like, this kid is fucking retarded, blah blah blah. And I'm not even, the profanity is actually what they said. I'm not even kidding you. This is genuinely what they said. So because I need to appease my audience, because otherwise I'm going to be sworn at and use extreme racism, and which some people have used extreme racism on my comments. By the way, quick disclaimer, if you use extreme racism on my comments, I will report you. Not just report you, I will personally make a mockery out of you. From now on, anybody who decides to use extreme racism and is a horrible, disgusting person, says disgusting, horrible things, is going to have a video made out of them. Congratulations. You're officially going to be a meme on this channel. Be polite. Don't be an asshole. Okay? I make videos because I want you people to be happy. I don't deserve to be mistreated. Aight? Aight. Okay. Without further ado, let's begin. So, to start off, let's start off with what I've heard from polls. Right now, with the polls are going on, it's pretty clear that it's gonna be a little bit different, but it's gonna be actually not too much different, but things are gonna change in a way that you probably wouldn't be expecting. First, starting off, let's start with California. Always gonna be dark blue. We're also gonna know that New York is dark blue. So is Maryland, Delaware, Connecticut. Rhode Island will be medium blue. Massachusetts, these two states will be medium blue. And also the 1st and at-large district of Maine will be Democrat. Now, DC will also be Democrat. New Jersey will be light blue. Not medium blue, but light blue. Same thing with Virginia, from the recent polls. So will Nevada. Actually, Nevada won't even be light blue. It will be tilt blue. Because, you see, after Trump did some really stupid shit, he kind of lost a lot of momentum in the state of Nevada. Now, the Democrats have also managed to keep Washington and Oregon, but of course, medium blue, so they have not really lost much momentum. Illinois is dark blue. Minnesota, of course, is light blue. And, of course, Hawaii is too. Now let's talk about the Republicans. Of course, we're going to have the 2nd District of Maine be Republican. So will West Virginia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, and its 1st and at-large districts. South Dakota, North Dakota, Iowa, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Utah. Now, here is where it gets a little bit interesting. Alaska is only medium. Of course, so will Texas and Florida. We're a little bit more of this, and it's very much likely that they might end up becoming light blue or even lean states, like barely red states. This would not be good for the Republicans if they would like to win any midterms. And of course, when I have the votes here, let's just ignore these votes. This is kind of like what would happen if there was a presidential election, but also this is just how the states are in general. Like, generally what's gonna happen. The state's gonna be Republican or Democrat, mostly. Now let's focus on the other states. Nebraska's 2nd district is blue. Now, Indiana is medium. Ohio is medium. Colorado is light blue, and so is New Mexico. Now, here's where it also gets interesting. I will predict that Georgia is going to be red, North Carolina is going to be red, Pennsylvania is going to be red, Arizona is going to be light blue. Right now, this is how it is. The states are, this is how Trump is doing, and I know he won't be running again, but whatever Republican runs after him is going to be kind of dealing with this. As you can see, he now has 270. Just barely enough to win. However, Wisconsin, Michigan, 268 to 270. A very, very, very close election. Now, let's look at it a different way. How the Democrats could win the easiest. They'd have to win every one of the North states and the North. They'd have to win pretty much this entire coast and the entirety of the East Coast here. West and East Coast. Of course, we all know that they would not be winning North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. That's just unlikely. And now they only have their typical 178 votes. Add in the other states here, they're already 226. Here's the thing, Trump can easily win, even if he only wins the following states. Or whatever Republican. If they win all of the all the Midwest, Florida, all the typical states, but if they also win all of these, they also win the Pennsylvania area too, West Virginia. If they win Arizona and Nevada, they're going to have a much easier time. However, in this case, let's assume that, of course, North Carolina goes blue, which is unlikely. Even if Georgia went blue, that would only mean that the Republicans would be at 280 electoral votes. They are doing relatively well. However, here's the worst case scenario for the Republicans. And here's what most people think is going to happen. It's the same old, right? Illinois. Oh, shoot. No, sorry. Fuck. Okay. So now, they win all the East, they win parts of the East Coast, all the West Coast, and they win typical states as normal. We already know that the Midwest is going to be Republican. This has already been well past obvious. Oh, sorry. Okay, Now, what would happen is, and this is because of changing perspectives of what is going on, the worst case scenario that could realistically happen in this case could be losing Nevada, Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and North Carolina. And in an even worse scenario, which is somewhat realistic considering what's been going on recently, Florida goes blue. This would be an electoral landslide, crushing the Republicans, making them lose key states that they would need to continue passing laws, and meaning their agenda would never be able to get through in this situation. Unfortunately, because of all this, the Democrats would now win and hold a very serious majority over the United States of America. We could also go one step further and say that they could probably win Texas, but it's unlikely that they'll win Texas. As it is, it's also unlikely that they will even win Florida. But let's say that they do. To make up for losing Florida, the Republicans would have to win North Carolina and have to win Georgia and Pennsylvania, and also have to win these two Rust Belt states over here. They would still not be able to technically win. They'd have to win either Nevada, they'd either have to win Arizona, they'd either have to win, realistically, there's a decent chance that they could maybe win New Mexico. Maybe they could win New Jersey in like 10 years or something, 12 years. It's unlikely though. 10, 12 years, New Jersey's gonna maybe go Republican, but it's unlikely, chat, because it's like highly, highly, highly unlikely because of how much Democrats. It's very close to New York City. So there you have it. What I'm predicting it may not be entirely certain, but there's a very realistic chance of what could happen for the 2028 election, and also in the next elections, basically changing how the course of history could be played out. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'd like to get my goal to 10,000 views on this video. Please like and share with all of your friends. Not just like and share. Make sure to make sure to tell your friends to subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this. Okay? See you ladies and gentlemen later, and anything in between, and ciao for now.